from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Yes. Right back at you. Here we go again. Trouble. Thank you so much for watching our show. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Fabulous. Like I always say, better now that we're together. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Are you serious? Thank you. The fly is still alive because as you were cheering and as I was sitting, he flew past my face, almost got caught in my wig. I don't understand it. And I'm so mad. You know why? Well, I ordered a salad for breakfast and I made some nice snapper last night for dinner, right? So I heated the snapper in my toaster oven. You know, I don't use a microwave anymore in my office. All right, so Suzanne.
Here we go, it's all blinged out. We made it for you.
Oh, this stupid
It's sticky
show.
still, it's drying.
Yeah, it is sticky, it's still drying.
We made it.
You know, here at the show, our motto is, if it ain't got that bling, it ain't for us. Okay? Come on, fly. So anyway, I made a nice snapper and I heated it in my toaster oven and I put it on this salad that I ordered from the deli, one of my favorite places, everything's fresh. My problem is I don't like veins in my lettuce. Am I the only one? Like clap if you're persnickety like me. You know what? Take your time, make that salad, pull the leaves off, put the veins in the garbage. Suzanne, you eat salad all the time.
Yes, I eat a lot of salad.
Do you like a vein?
Well, I'll take it any way I can get it, because I don't make it. The place makes it, so I'll just eat it. I don't cook. So if someone's preparing my salad and there's a vein in it, I'm not gonna complain.
Okay, so there's there's trouble already on the set of the Fast and Furious movie. Okay, so this is like the third or fourth installment.
No, like an 8.
The eighth?
The 8th.
Okay, the 8th installment. Anyway, Charlize Theron has joined the cast. But Charlize seems to be the trouble because Michelle Rodriguez, who's already the steady girl on the show, or on the movie set, right? And then with the death of, what was his name? Paul Walker, the cast has become even closer. So now they're like a little group, you know, the cast. And now all of a sudden Charlize shows up. And instead of, like when you're the new person anywhere, and I don't care whether you have an Oscar or not, Charlize, when you're the new person anywhere, it's up to you to ingratiate yourself to everyone else. Not everyone else to go out of their way and ingratiate themselves with you. So now, Charlize is very, very private, and I understand that, you know, and there are long hours on the set. And, you know, so, but she goes into her trailer, I guess, and minds her own business. She likes to keep to herself. The cast goes out for drinks afterwards. She doesn't care nothing about that. She wants to go home. She's got, you know, her son and, you know, her life. And so they're looking at that as snobby, particularly Michelle Rodriguez, who, if you don't look further into the story, what you say is, okay, Michelle is jealous because now there's another girl there. You know how sometimes that goes when you're the only girl around, you know, and you get along with the boys, because, you know, Michelle is she's fluid, you know what I mean? Michelle is fluid, and so she can go either way. And one ignoramus in my morning meeting said, well, maybe Michelle would like to have some of Charlize, but but maybe Charlize is not throwing her rhythm back. So maybe Michelle feels like spurned. You know, like when a guy likes you and you don't like him, but you're like, I don't believe that at all. What I do believe is that, Charlize, this is on you to make people like you there. And you might not want to go out for shots, although shots can be fun. You know, here at the Wendy Show, fun is our middle name. And no. And I'm gonna tell you, the staff goes out virtually every day, especially on Fridays. Oh, please. They go out, they have their drinks. Sometimes Suzanne is there, but sometimes she goes home and takes care of her kids. Mm-hmm. But when she... These are all jokes because our middle name is fun. But look, you know, the point is that, you know, the staff goes out, they have their drinks, they come back to me with the stories because I'm always like, okay, well, I'm not going with you. But they don't look at me as a snob. They look at me as, you know, I'm going home. However, there gotta be like 3 times a year where I join them and we get turned up. Look, now, I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to tell you, though, a little something, something. Remember, staff, when we had a party at the club and one of you all urinated in the fish tank?
Good party.
That is a good time, right?
Yes, that was a good one.
Do you boys remember that?
Yes. That person's no longer
Here at Wendy, we like to have fun. So, Charlize, you might not want to hang with them all of the time, but at least 3 times a year, or 3 times during the, you know, go out with your people. Let them know you are amongst them. And when somebody urinates in the fish tank, don't scold them. You laugh about it and continue to drink. Demi Moore, it's never too late. And you're doing this just at the right time. Okay. So Demi is 53 years old, and I think she looks really beautiful, but she's just decided to embrace her age. She's sick and tired of spending so much time, she says, and money on looking like she's in her 30s. Well, I think this is fabulous. You know, like, I like to lead that movement. You know, I talk age all the time. Sometimes you all get pissed. Like, why are you always asking somebody how old they... Because it's relative. And I find when you deny your age or lie about it, it's corny. In this day and age, you know. So she embraces 53. She's even letting her grays come in. Yeah, oh. Get back to the 30s. Now look, everyone calm down, because this is why women have that midlife crisis and dye their hair or whatever they do, try to act young and lie about their age. Like, no, I think she looks fine. Well, Are you 53? No, you're 23, and so you're still judging. Or you're 73, and you're mad because you're not 53. Okay? I think that this is perfectly fine. Obviously, she's laid off the fillers. You can see that crinkle crease. All in all, I say, you know, it's not just Hollywood, it's life. Life throws women away at about 47 years old, which is horrible. Now, she's an empty nester, you know, her daughters are 27, 24, and 22. So she's in the house by herself, and she's always dated younger guys. And to me, there's nothing wrong with dating younger guys, as long as you're happy with your grays and being 53 and you let him know, you know, come in here, mama's gonna school you on something. Okay. You know, I'll give you a little lesson. I'm gonna teach you good. Demi, good for you. And you know, it's not too late. A lot of times when women get right with their age and they start admitting it and talking about like Hollywood or life and how life throws women away, they're always so much older that what else are they gonna talk about? You know, like 78, you know, 85 years old. Then they talk about it. To me, 53 is the perfect age to come out and say, I'm done. Not done, but I'm done lying. I'm done. You know what I mean? Yes. So good for you, Demi. Good for you. And it's good for the sisterhood, too. More women need to embrace what we are and who we are. So now look. There was a party given for Hillary Clinton. And guess who broke the rules? Friend to the show, Ms. Manners. Martha Stewart. Now here she goes, okay. So first of all, the soiree was a fundraiser. All the stars were there. Everyone obeyed the rules except for Martha. And there was one rule, and that one rule was no pictures. All right, so the party was given at Harvey Weinstein's fabulous estate here in New York, and it was hosted by SJP. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, Sarah Jessica Parker. I feel like I know her in my head because I watch her every weekend, right? The marathon, Sex and the City. Okay, so SJP host, everyone was there. Jay Lopez, Leonardo was there. Everyone was there, and nobody had cameras. It was $33,000 a person. And now, so everybody had to pay that $33,000 because it's a fundraiser, right? There were no freebies, and you had to be specially invited and vetted. So everyone shows up, and then here goes Martha. And she didn't just have a camera phone. She had a tourist camera. Okay. Number one, I guess maybe if you push the lens in, then it's flatter, and then you could put it in like a little baguette or something. I don't know. But when you pull it out and the lens comes out and then you start zooming in, like, Martha, why'd you do that? And on one hand, I understand, Martha, because for $33,000, I want receipts from this soiree, okay? Click, click, click. On one hand. But on the other hand, you know, you've been around I think Martha is so pretty. Yeah. I do, honest to God. This woman is almost 80 years old. She looks, I think, fantastic. And look at that hair. She's older than Hillary. Hillary, I'm gonna send you some moisturizer. I'm just saying, in comparison to Martha, you know, Hillary looks like Martha's daughter. I mean, mother, right? Okay, so she goes in the party, she's taking the pictures, nobody takes the camera from her. What I would have done if I was Hillary, like this is horrible. Like when you make rules for a party and then people break the rules, it's horrible. I don't like rules at a party, personally speaking. If you come to my party, there are no rules, you know. But if I were Hillary, I would have gone over to one of the Secret Service and I would have, in his ear, get rid of either Martha, the camera, or Martha and the camera. Now, give me 45 seconds to run across the room to the other side so it doesn't seem like it's me, you know, asking you this. And then you hot tail it over to Martha and either throw her out, take her camera, delete the film, or throw them both out or you're fired. You know, Dr. Oz had a party. Okay. Well, I know Hot Topics is like, wait a minute, you didn't tell us about this. You know, stuff comes up in my mind as I talk to you, though. So Dr. Oz had this party. Hi, Dr. Oz, happy birthday. I know. And so you know, me and my husband, we were invited at his compound in Jersey. Oh, it's a compound. And, you know, the Oz's throw fabulous parties, great food, fabulosity. There's somebody to check your car and drive it away and bring it back to you when you're ready to go. The bathrooms are clean, the food is hot. It's good, right? So he had his birthday party and we were invited. Now, the reason that we didn't go is because that was the night that the Hunter Foundation, we had our movie night over in West Orange. So we were doing a charity thing, so we couldn't go to the Oz's party. But you know what? Oz family says it's an all-white party. Well, no, I don't wear all white. Now, you know that. I'm allergic. But, you know, we got the invitation for the party before I knew exactly what night the movie night was, so I thought me and him were going to the party. So I go over to the Short Hills Mall and I purchase a white dress because I'm not gonna break the rules and not wear white or bring a camera. I mean, he didn't say no camera, but the point is that when people make rules for a party, you're supposed to obey, Martha. I'm really disappointed in you, Miss Manners. It's funny how you can be an elite athlete and still be conscious of your body parts. So, lemony. Dwyane Wade is very self-conscious about, well, first of all, he's on the cover of the ESPN magazine body issue. Impressive. Anyway, Dwyane says that he used to be scared, or scared rather, to take off his shirt because he has an outie, not an innie, belly button. Uh-huh. Well, first of all, I don't find anything wrong with this. But you know what? Some of us, you know, some people, you know, you might not like your hair, but everyone else loves it. You know how you get self-conscious about things about yourself and you feel like you see yourself different than the world sees you. I find nothing wrong with this. But as a kid, he wouldn't go to the pool unless he had a t-shirt on. And as an NBA player, it's only been until recently where he's fine with taking off his t-shirt in the locker room because he, you know, he has, you know, the outie. Well, I gotta tell you something. I was about to call him LeBron. You know I don't follow sports, so, you know. I gotta tell you something, OJ. No, I'm playing. No, you know something, Dwyane? I'm surprised that you've never heard the old wives' tale that you take a quarter, because this is what we did for young Kevin, right? Okay, you know where I'm going? Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you where I'm going. So, young Kevin, he used to have an outie, but what you do, and my mom told me that, you know, an old wives' tale, you take a quarter and you put it on the belly button and you tape it down. and they sleep with it, and they cry with it, they eat with it, they take a bath with it, and before you know it, you leave that quarter on. By the time you take it off, like, you know, many, many, many weeks later, it's an innie.
No.
Oh yes.
No.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. And it works. So it might be too late for him because he's fully, because he's fully formed. But I'm shocked that with such an Adonis physique, that this little tiny thing right here, the size of a dime, is the thing that bothered him. You know, Ripa has an Audi. Oh yes. And she walks around, oh yes. And, yup. What's the big deal? Clap if you have an Audi. Do you have an Audi? Clap. Do you have an Audi? A few people. And you're clapping reluctantly. You don't have to be reluctant about that. You're fine with it. Are you serious? Hot Topics is over? I've only talked about like 3 stories?
Yep.
All right, well. Don't go away from your television. We've got more great show. From the Real Housewives of New York, the lovely Dorinda Medley is here. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Lookalikes. So don't go far. Thank you.